Don't look now, but just when you thought all hope was lost, the real greatest band of the 80s is back. Stay tuned.
I think it's, incumbent upon all of us to be excited about whatever, cool, exciting things are going on in the world. 'Cause there's always some terrible shit. If you want to focus on the terrible shit, you can. But there's always cool shit happening too, right?
Well, dude,
but not every morning's like today. We wake up and it's the coolest shit you've heard in a long time.
Yeah,
happens.
dude, the announcement came from like out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
And for years, I don't know, man. Maybe we should just tell everybody.
Yeah, guys. So a lot of you, Ryan, it feels like this is closer to home for you, but I'm fucking fired up, man.
Dude, I'm super fired up.
Yeah,
it's absolutely close to home. So as everyone knows, King Diamond is the single greatest band that's ever existed. After Ex Aegis,
Ex Aegis is
top of the hill. Yes, right. So which is. Yeah, so
I agree though. King Diamond's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and I don't curse as much as in that way. Yeah, because that's the most appropriate place to throw that F-bomb. It's absolutely true.
Yeah. So and for me personally, them and Conspiracy are really my two favorite King Diamond albums. I mean, those really. I mean, I know everyone says it's supposed to be Abigail, and I love Abigail. If you're gonna do like a listening session, I mean, start on Abigail and listen all the way through.
I'd like to. But I would go to King Diamond. I just listen to Songs for the Dead, the live album, because it's got like everything. There's like stuff from like every little period.
Yeah, but then you're missing out on like the plot.
I get that, but like you get it's like a smattering. Like I can get a piece of this, get a piece of that, get a piece of this. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool because you don't have to like commit. You know what I mean?
Oh, see, I appreciate that. I mean, look, listening to King Diamond in any format is something that every human being should do.
Yes. Andy LaRocque shredding on guitars, and Mike Weed, of course, on the Songs for the Dead, and then on the new Pete Black. So obviously,
Songs for the Dead, the lives. Yeah, I mean, just watching it. I bought it on Apple TV Plus so I can watch it in high definition whenever I want.
I got it on Blu-ray, dude.
Yeah, totally.
Because that's how old school I am. I downloaded the audio too. So I listen to it all the time.
I had to buy it. I had to buy it on DVD because the Blu-rays were sold out.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I bought. Well, I bought it again also because I don't mind giving King Diamond my money.
Yeah.
And Andy LaRocque.
More likely, more King Diamond.
Correct. You got to support.
In theory.
Yes. And so this. So my favorite lineup of King Diamond's band was the one that recorded them and Conspiracy. That's Mickey D on drums.
That famous, obviously played with Motorhead for years, the Scorpions most recently.
And most recently with Scorpions. He was also on, after Dokken disbanded, he played drums on Don Dokken's solo album.
Oh, the John Norum one?
Yep, Up From the Ashes, yes.
That's cool, yeah.
So
that's
John Norum from, that's a great album. Yes, that's John Norum from Europe. Yeah.
That was a great time because we had John Norum kicking ass with Don Dokken and then we also got Key Marcello in Europe, who's fucking amazing too.
Yeah. So to set the stage, and look, I loved Lemmy just like everyone else did, and I appreciate Motorhead. I enjoyed listening to him growing up, and so so I've just always been bummed that that's the band that Mickey D spent most of his career playing in.
Yeah. Why not King Diamond? Why not, or Scorpions for that matter, something like that.
Well, and I think his contention, and this is just taken from interviews that Mickey D has done, the great Danish drummer, he always wanted to be in a band that was like a band, and King Diamond was too much just about King Diamond, right? Yeah. And so... so I guess he found that in Motorhead. And you know what? Motorhead, like Phil the Animal Taylor, they're the ones who pioneered like double kick. They're one of the pioneers.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't have had thrash metal without Motorhead.
Sure.
Like Motorhead inspired all those bands. Even, Metallica before they were destroyed and became Metallica in the 90s. Yeah. When they were still a good band with good ideas, like the double kick stuff, that came from Phil the Animal Taylor. Great name. Of Motorhead, right? So there is like
it's weird. There's a lot of people would probably say that is so Lemmy focused Motorhead, kind of similar to King Diamond in the sense there's like this like iconic front person who everyone kind of looks at when they think of Motorhead. You know what I mean? It's
and Phil Campbell, the guitar player. I mean, like like Lemmy couldn't have just gone up there and sang and played bass.
No, I agree.
And in fact, he played bass like a guitar.
Yeah.
Right. So it's really Motorhead was really kind of like two guitars.
Yeah.
One of them was just tuned an octave lower.
Yeah.
And then drums, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is there is a worthwhile drum legacy in Motorhead, but be that as it
Mickey D
may.
is a respected drummer, though, man. Everyone knows he's
the
legit.
shit.
Yeah,
I just
exactly. It's not like they just say, "Oh, you kind of played in a couple bands." He's a great drummer.
There's a respected drum legacy in Motorhead, but I always felt like Motorhead was like a step down from what he did with King Diamond. Because
Totally.
there's nothing, like there are some proggy moments in those King Diamond albums that are I mean,
a bunch of proggy moments.
You know,
it's really pretty groundbreaking, dude. It
really is.
It's not really any one thing. It's like a little bit of like theatrical rock. It's kind of prog. It's kind of power metal. It's kind of
even the
dark,
mix,
you know?
like them was mixed and mastered by King Diamond and some other engineer guy. So that's why it's got such an interesting and I think timeless quality to it.
I think what I always loved about King Diamond, the biggest thing that always hit me about King Diamond is the musicianship. The level of musicianship in that band is so high.
Yeah.
You know? And then the second thing is the dynamics of the songs. I always like, because the song would be like this ballsy song, and all of a sudden it drops completely, and there's this whole other thing.
Yeah.
And then it comes back, and it goes operatic, and then it gets this really heavy part, and then it gets this like really beautiful part, and then there's these cool solos, and then it rocks again. It's like you have all these elements to every one of the songs where it's not like any one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
it's super great.
And that's something that's just so cool. And I've always been, I mean, I love King Diamond. I'm a huge King Diamond fan.
And not to mention, every album is a horror movie, so it's every great thing all in one great
perfect,
thing.
Ryan.
Except for last night's dinner, which I've nicknamed the Scott Allen.
All right, tell everyone what last night's dinner was.
Yes, last night
in my honor.
Yes, I've named this dish. I reverse seared a couple of 1 1/8 inch thick ribeye steaks.
Very specific.
Seared in beef tallow. So I seared beef in beef. So I've nicknamed the dish the Scott Allen.
Yes, I'm so honored.
Just as it was sizzling in the pan, I just thought, I wonder what happened to this dinner's mom.
Oh God.
I wish I could see her face.
Oh my God, that sounds like a King Diamond lyric. Oh my God.
Right,
yeah,
exactly. Yes.
Oh my God, so it all comes back around.
Yeah. So bovine homicide.
Oh,
It was really delicious. Yes, we all gained 10 pounds overnight. Anyway, so setting the stage, right? So the lineup for the Them and Conspiracy, we've got Mickey D on drums, right?
Yep.
But then Mickey D goes and joins Motorhead, and like I'm just kind of, I mean, he did the Don Dokken thing, which was great. Although that there wasn't it just seems like he took his career in just like a less interesting direction.
Sort of like a sideman, sort of, oh, that's cool, I'll jump in on that. Oh, that's pretty cool, I'll jump in on that.
And playing just kind of way more straight. Like I don't need it to be like I didn't
you
like
want
what
Dream Theater, or Rush, but you want it
right.
to be more interesting than just like four on the floor.
Man, and that's what King Diamond is, right? Yeah. It's not so proggy that it's Dream Theater.
Yeah. Which is great, by the way. I love Dream Theater.
Which is fine, right? But but
it goes out to the point where it like loses the songs at a certain point, though, too.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly right. Like I mean, there aren't going to be like 15-minute songs on a King Diamond album.
And on that 15 minutes, like 7 minutes is a song, and then the other 8 minutes is just like them like shredding. You know what I mean?
I appreciate your awareness about the topic,
but I love
which
that.
Is fun.
I love that too. You know, it's like I'm into it. That's one of the reasons I love Dream Theater. I want them to do that. That's a feature, not a bug for Dream Theater. That's part of the Dream Theater. Yeah, if they didn't do that, people will be up in arms. Like,
that's like what our buddy Alex Boston does with Lunar, and that's all. And I love it. And
but Ex Aegis is more of a straight ahead metal band. You know
right? You're gonna get like 4.5 to 6 minute long songs with Ex Aegis,
and about 2 minutes of that is guitar solos.
Correct, as it should be.
Yes, exactly.
Right, from both of us.
There's two guitar players, so
right.
Yeah.
So speaking of two guitar players, right? So then we've got Andy LaRock and Pete Black.
Let's get the bass player out of the way. Who's the bass player again?
Oh, Hal Patino.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Yeah, he plays bass.
There you go. There's the Bowen bass players.
Okay, cool.
And
so
Pete Black and Andy LaRock.
So then there's Pete Black in it. Let's get back to the guitar players, right? So there's Mickey D on drums, right? Like legendary drummer, right? But then he goes like wayward.
Although
right?
you could do a lot worse than being the Scorpions drummer for the last.
Oh hell
8
yeah!
years,
No, that was.
It's
totally great.
Yeah.
But he was the Scorpions drummer. Like I mean, the sound of the Scorpions on drums is Herman Rarebell.
Yes, you're right. He's in a massive band who can go play arenas everywhere in the world, wherever they want. You know.
Yeah, man. I encourage.
I still can't believe James Kotak decided that alcohol is more important than being the drummer in the Scorpions. It's just like
man.
James
Kotak has a lot of. I know he was close with our buddy Jeff Northrup.
I actually did a show with Kingdom Come and James Kotak. With Scott Allen Project a couple years ago.
Poor guy had some demons, man.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah.
I don't have any firsthand knowledge, so I'm not gonna.
He seemed nice enough a guy when I was with him. He seemed like a nice
it's
enough guy.
really too bad.
Yeah.
So
But that's a shame for his career. I mean, he was the drummer of the Scorpions for like 10 years, and then
yeah, I just don't know. I mean, again, I'll just say people have their demons, man. I don't want to talk about shit I don't.
But
really
Mickey D coming in
firsthand, understand? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Mickey D's the best guy.
Yeah.
But like, I encourage everyone to listen to just like the backbeat that Herman Rarebell, like just the groove he added.
Oh yeah.
To Scorpions catalog, man.
Think of all the massive hits. Those drums are just driving it, man. Even Black Hawk Hurricane, as much as that's a guitar-oriented thing, those drums are slamming in that. No One Like You, the groove.
Yeah.
I was just listening to "I'm Leaving You" the other day. I
love it.
Tune.
I may be describing it in. Yeah, totally. Yep.
Pocket.
It's so good. Yeah, the pocket is undeniable. There's a groove. So just the way the way he like works his kick drum, and I mean I'm talking about drums as a guitar player.
You know what's
so I'm
funny,
sure
though?
if we had a drummer they could on the episode they could describe it more accurately.
Why
but
would we do that?
I know we will though. We will.
Well, if it's one of our drummers. Okay.
We'll have Alex Boston on. We'll have Rich
Tom
Shepherd
Frost,
on.
yeah.
We've had Tom Frost on.
Yeah,
There's a precedent.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Okay, so
But anyway, the point I was trying to make though is, by the way,
yeah.
because little known fact, did you know that Herman Rarebell wrote the lyrics to "Rock Like a Hurricane"?
nice.
He's actually the lyricist on that song, which I'm sure he's bought many a house for that.
I'm sure. So you're saying he pulled a Neil Peart?
Yes, exactly. With way less talent, but oh my God! Speaking of that, do you see that Rush played the Juno Awards the other day with the new drummer?
I saw like a thumbnail about it on YouTube or
So
something.
cool.
Yeah,
See
that's
him
great.
playing. Oh, dude, I'm a giant Rush fan. This is kind of we're diverging every which way.
So the Juno Awards is for Canadians,
yes,
right?
Filthy Canadians is how it's pronounced. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But no, this is so cool to see Alex and Getty playing together, and the drummers, of course, she's legit and totally sick, and of course, you know what I mean. Just
Yeah. I forget
so,
what's her name.
Annika something or no, I can't.
Yeah.
Annika something. I can't remember what it is. I'm gonna call her Annika. But,
Okay, cool.
But I was like, holy shit, man! Like, what pressure that must be. This is the first time she's been on TV, you know, with the band performing live. That's
Yeah,
weird.
well, I mean, if you get that gig, you're a boss.
Yes, she's totally a boss.
Yeah,
she's gonna. My God, and what's cool about that too, and I'll sort of go back to our main topic today. Is
Okay, I'm
that
ready for it.
I guess she grew up not really a Rush fan either. So she didn't have that. Can you imagine if you're like the biggest Rush fan ever and you have to step into Neil Peart's like shoes?
Well, I mean,
It's
you'd have a fresh perspective on
Yeah,
everything.
that's
so
exactly.
it's good,
The
right?
pressure's got to be a lot less because you're not thinking, oh my God, Neil Peart is a god. Like
Yeah, I've been listening to this film my whole life,
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
I've got to perfectly replicate it. No, she can
Exactly.
be herself in the role,
Yeah,
so
and
that's
she
good.
appreciates the music on a different way, you know, kind of thing. And then she's a different generation than Alex and Getty.
Keeps it
too.
fresh.
Yeah, got to be totally. Yeah.
Well, just to see those guys with smiles on their faces is worth it.
Just playing
Yeah.
live. So I love Rush.
Just let Alex and Getty be happy, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a win for humanity right there.
It was. I thought the same thing. Like what this, and then the next thing coming out like within such short like.
Yes. So let me continue to set
things
the
ain't
stage.
so bad, people. That's all I'm trying to say.
I'm telling you. Let me
Yeah.
continue to set the stage,
sorry.
right? So my favorite lineup of King Diamond, it disbands.
Yes. After
Right?
Conspiracy, right? Or
After Conspiracy, well, yeah, actually. So Mickey D recorded the Conspiracy album, but then Snowy Shaw did the tour, and Snowy Shaw is great too. He's in a bunch of cool He's that collaboration with Andy LaRocque called Ill Will that I'd recommend everyone go check out.
anything with Andy LaRocque on guitar, I'm in, man.
Totally, absolutely.
Individual Thought Patterns from Death is also.
Yeah,
you know,
as soon as Andy's involved, it's fucking awesome. We really need to get him on the program.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got to reach out and
That might be the one moment where I would have to like make sure I didn't fanboy at all.
You can fanboy a little bit. Just gotta be with your
I mean, I really don't like fanboying.
keep yourself on this side of the professional line, but
I generally like. I mean, we're all musicians, and so like, you know, if you want to like rub elbows with pros, then you don't fanboy because you're on the same level creatively.
Yeah,
you
but that
know?
being said, though, full fanboy. I guess what I'm trying to say is I really appreciate what you did.
Yeah, totally.
That's not fanboy.
I mean, I would have to let him know that he did have a big influence on me personally.
I'm sure
and
he
so
hears that all the time.
I
too,
appreciate
you know,
that. Yeah,
he's very influential on that our generation of guitar players.
sure. Well, and what I've done with that influence is I found a way to earn a living as a guitar player.
Yep.
So I think that would be worth communicating.
Yeah,
To
absolutely.
Mr. LaRocque. So
Okay,
anyway,
so there you go.
so my favorite lineup of the band, it disbands starting with Mickey D. So Mickey D bails, right? And so like you'll see like in the music video for Sleepless Nights and stuff, you'll see Snowy Shaw in the videos. Like Mickey D didn't shoot any of the videos.
They're playing
right?
Mickey D's drum parts though.
Yeah, and then so you can hear the drop off when you go over to the next album, The Eye. And there's controversy within King Diamond fandom because it sounds like it's just an old drum machine. But what it was Snowy Shaw playing like a trap cat or something like that. It just didn't sound good. Like the quality of the drum sound like it plummets. That like to this day, like I mean, I like the song "The Eye," but like it is one of my least favorite King Diamond albums.
Do you think that was on purpose? They were trying to like maybe make it like less a focus of the band or something, like kind of.
No, I think like I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know if like they lost the budget from the record company or something. I mean, this would have been in like 1990, so it was like
still been in the peak.
Yeah, it was still pre-grunge apocalypse, and so I'm not quite sure what happened. I just know that The Eye was a letdown. I like my next favorite chronologically after that. They rebounded with Spider's Lullaby in '96. It sounds pretty great. Voodoo from '98 is fucking awesome. And then there's, you know, some albums that like the production takes a hit, like The Graveyard and House
probably,
of God.
At that time, it's probably because the labels were all in disarray.
Yeah, totally.
Downloading started happening at that point.
Yep, that's right.
10 years into the grunge apocalypse, you know what I mean? It's, you know, or roughly that. So
or post, yeah. So you know, I mean, I still like I love King Diamond. However, I get King Diamond, and sometimes it's fun to listen to some of those like 2000s albums, right?
Yeah.
Where again, the production takes a little bit of a hit, but.
I feel the same about Testament. Like listening to some
really?
like those James Murphy Testament albums too. It doesn't feel like a real Testament album to me.
Yeah, I get that.
It's cool in its own way.
When they went like way death metal.
Yeah, but it's still got some cool stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude,
I'm a huge fan of those James Murphy soul records too. Those are fucking great.
Yeah, one of the best. I forget what the name of the album is, but it's one of those Testament albums where just like the intro is just a countdown.
Oh yeah, you're talking about this. Yeah,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 6, 6, 6. It's the baddest ass like intro ever, and then you know,
probably demonic if I had to guess.
Yeah, it's demonic. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So I encourage everyone to go check out Demonic. It's a cool album. So, okay, so in my opinion, the best King Diamond band starts to like fracture, right? So first,
how long did Pete stay in the band?
Pete was
Andy's pretty much been in
Conspiracy is Pete's last album too, right?
Oh, wow. So Pete and Mickey both bailed. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
So Pete and Mickey bail, and then I think Mike Weed comes in. Oh no, they had a dude named Herb Simonson on the '96 album.
Didn't Glenn Drover play with King Diamond on one?
Much later.
That's probably the 2000s.
Well, and he did Merciful Fate too. So yeah, that's kind of a footnote.
I remember seeing that he played with King Diamond when he joined Megadeth. I'm like, oh, that guy played with King Diamond. I don't remember him playing with King Diamond, but
yeah,
he's a fine player. I love Glenn Drover.
And a lot of the like Glenn Drover and Mike Weed have both done time in Merciful Fate and King Diamond. Yeah. So you know,
both great players. I mean, I got nothing bad to say about you.
Yeah, dude, if you're on the payroll of King Diamond Incorporated, then you're Megadeth, not a slouch.
You're coming into Megadeth as lead guitar player. You're not some hack for sure.
I think on The Eye, I think it's all Andy.
That's cool.
I think it is, right? So I think so after Conspiracy, so Mickey's gone, Pete Black is gone. I'm not sure if Hal Patino stuck around, and I mean, you know, yeah, I know he's just the bass player, but if you listen to Welcome Home, the opening track on them, like the way it's mixed, the bass really is at the forefront. It really does help make the riff. It's not what you would expect out of a common mix.
Yeah.
It's much more high mids bass. Like
we'll talk more about that in a second when we get to the
yeah. So basically, like all these guys go their separate ways. Hal Patino made a return so they did in 2000. Oh man, I want to say 2006 or 7. Abigail 2. They did a sequel to Abigail, which again, the production's not the best, but Hal Patino came back. He was in the band for a while. And so, you know, both Hal Patino and Pete Black, you know, there were rumors of substance abuse issues. I don't know if that's bullshit or not. I don't know. But for whatever reason, they didn't get along with King off and on, although Hal Patino came back. I mean, I think King Diamond's a magnanimous dude. I don't think,
usually those are financial situations.
Could be, yeah.
Happens, you know, like I can't pay you this much, but I got this other gig that's going to pay me this much.
Sure.
So I got to leave and go take this other gig because that's going to pay me more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So at least like we knew what happened to Mickey D, right? So at least if you want to listen to him play drums, like you could, although it's with projects that I don't think like maximize the potential of having Mickey D on drums.
Out of the Mickey D orange.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're not shaking any leaves out of the Mickey D tree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Out of the Mickey tree.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Clever.
Thank you.
You chose the podcast, sir.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to Rock Guitar Confidential.
No.
So at least you could follow Mickey D's career, right? And then, you know, Hal Patino like reemerged. I think he might have done a band. There's some other like more obscure bands that I think he did.
Getting into the 2000s, almost every metal band's an obscure band.
Right. I want to say he was in a project called Memento Mori. Like Snowy Shaw was also part of like those groups, so he's still mingled with like the same group of musicians.
Yeah. That's like how it works. Like, hey, I got this guy. I know he's a good bass player. He'll show up and be good on time, good performer. You know what I mean? It's
There's another bass player named Charlie D'Angelo who did some like Merciful Fate stuff, and he was in a band called Witchery that I think. So then you know what I mean. You can connect the dots between Snowy Shaw and like all these same dudes. So.
Yeah.
I don't know if Hal Patino was in Memento Mori or
the name of that band sounds familiar.
Anyway, so who knows, right? It gets murky, right? But Pete Black just dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah, like mid 2000s, right?
For years,
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out what is Pete Black up to. Like, has he been on? I think his real name is like Peter Jacobson or whatever. But I just could not find anything that had Pete Black. And there was a time growing up where I'm sure I would mistake Pete Black solos for LaRoque solos, right? Like
there's complementary style players, you know what I mean?
It's like what we do in X Aegis. It's the inspiration for me personally for what we do in X Aegis, how you and I split solos and stuff, right? Like, I mean, that's on those King Diamond albums, right?
And our styles are different enough that we each have a little piece of turf, you know what I mean?
Right. And he's got his piece of turf. Pete has his piece. So these albums were hugely influential on me as a teenager in particular, right? So those years when you're like jamming along with your home stereo.
Yeah. For years and years
right? Yeah, just trying to cop every possible lick, learn every possible song, just the hours of woodshedding, just trying to absorb.
For me, I was pretending I was in the band.
Me too.
Put like Dokken Back for the Attack, and I would just shred along with George Lynch, you know what I mean? And stuff,
dude, all the time.
Van Halen, all out Van Halen,
Dude, that's why it blows my mind when I when I'm trying to teach a song to a student. Like, okay, so did you go home and put the song on and play along? No. Well, like, why not? Shouldn't that be obvious?
That's so fun. Go do that. Like, that's not. I shouldn't even have to ask you. That should be obvious. You know what I mean?
Do it while you're alone. So it's okay if you fuck up. You can play it again.
Yep. It's like a masturbation.
And again. Right? Yeah. It's good for your prostate.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Anyway, so then like 5 days ago.
Okay, real quick, we set even more stage.
Yeah.
We've been waiting with bated breath for like 6-7 years for
a new King Diamond album.
Was it like the St. Lucifer's Hospital 1920 or something?
Dude,
like that?
We went and saw the tour year before last.
Got like
St. Lucifer's.
They have at least like 3 songs and played like 2 of them live on the last tour, and we've been waiting for this new like.
There's a whole stage set with like images of characters that I don't know who the characters are because the album hasn't come out yet. It's really fucking weird.
And for like 6 years, 7, maybe longer. Like
I think 7 years.
Yeah, so we're thinking
they've been talking about it.
Yeah, we're just waiting for this new King Diamond record to drop, and then on just 2 days ago.
So I'll make the plot sicken even more. So even when Merciful Fate went out like 3 years ago, like they had they're playing songs that they're supposedly still in the composition process. Now King Diamond released a video for Spider Lily, which is great.
Yeah. Well, they had Masquerade Madness, Spider Lily, and
Masquerade Madness.
There's one other one too.
There's 3 songs that have kind of been
3 that have been released.
Well, teased, right? Yeah, and then there's
you can download them. They're on freaking Amazon Music.
And then Merciful Fate is they played this tune called The Jackal of Salzburg or something like that, right?
Yeah,
and but there's no new Merciful Fate album either.
Yeah.
So I mean, do you think that they're just trying to? Like, are they releasing like singles just to see what the downloads are?
No, I don't.
That doesn't sound like a good strategy.
There's not a no. They would sell more if they just put a record out because they're a legacy band. Both Merciful and King Diamond are legacy bands, so they have a fan base who's like us waiting around for that to happen.
Yeah.
And as soon as it happens, they're going to sell a bunch of records.
I'll buy the record.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and they know that. Putting the single out doesn't do anything. That doesn't matter.
Right.
We'll do that too, but we'll also buy the record.
I'm not just going to stream it. I'm going to fucking buy it.
And if you look at the labels that they're signed with or in relationship with, like they really rely on those legacy bands' fan base.
Sure, they're willing to do that.
They're not
putting
money into those bands. They're counting on that band's fan base to show up and buy those records.
Like, I'll buy the album just to make a donation to the band.
Yeah.
And then I'll stream it.
Yeah.
and then they'll get the streaming numbers too. So like I'm super fan, dude. And I'll buy another hoodie next year. Like I will continue to invest money into King Diamond Incorporated until I die.
Yep, and the labels are going to come and go, man, because the labels are just all hanging on by a thread anyway.
So there's got to be some sort of label nonsense going on. I don't know.
I think it's just creativity. I think it's just not having the stuff finished. I think it's really more about time and focus.
Well, and you know what? I think the other issue.
Oh, I know where this is going.
King Diamond went and fucked up and had a kid,
so he's not focused on music anymore. But yeah, I
agree,
dude. I thought about that the other day too. Because it's funny when you're a young musician. Like the only thing that matters to you in your life is this music, this art. That's like your entirety. You live and you die. The sun rises and it sets with your music. And then as soon as you have a family and kids, it's like a mosaic. It's a part of you, but it's it's not the be all end all of what you do as a musician. You know what I mean? And I think that's probably where we're at with that. But that being said, I got to leave Andy.
Dude, I hate that Parenthood came for like my favorite, like one of my favorite artists.
Okay, but it has a happy ending.
I've tried to insulate my life from Parenthood as much as possible, Scott.
I can't say the same, my friend.
That's okay. I know, dude. I'm giving you all kinds of shit today. First, I'm talking about frying beef in beef. Now it's all about avoiding the indisputable horrors of parenthood.
I've been so successful as a parent. I've raised one child to adulthood already.
Hey, you know what? And I'm glad I got to hang out with your kids over the holidays. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, my kids are awesome. Of course.
Yeah, they are awesome.
Yep, absolutely.
Because they're your kids.
Yep, exactly. And because they're awesome human beings in general too.
Yeah.
But
what's even more awesome is that they're not my kids.
That's that's true.
And that no one's kids are my kids. That's really the greatest gift of all.
You are so proud of the genetic dead end that is Ryan Bowe.
Yes, I am. Believe me, Scott, I really fucking am, dude. I really, really am. Yes. Shout out to my parents for tolerating me all these years. I would never do to myself what I did to them.
Okay, so this has the happiest ending of all happiest endings.
Right. So yes, I mean even happier than when you have to like fog up the mirror in that room in San Francisco and like write your price on it.
What? Thanks for listening to the Rock Guitar Confidential podcast with Ryan and Scott. Please make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. Now back to the show. All right.
And even it's an even happier ending than the Golden Dragon massage parlor in San Francisco.
I'll go along with that analogy, sure.
Yes.
Just saying this amazing thing that just dropped is kind of similar.
It's even better than that. So I'll just let our audience use their imagination.
So I can tell you from my
one.
perspective, I was just living my life, getting ready to go and teach. I actually might have been the weekend. I might have been hanging with my kids, ironically. And then I get this text from Ryan with the most amazing news. I was like, what? Oh my God, what is this? And then we'll tell him, Ryan, what did you
Holy
find out?
shit. So Mickey D, Pete Black, Hal Patino, Andy LaRocque, 4/5
Yep.
of the Them and Conspiracy album band are back together
In a band called
now. And I
kind of a little shade thrown because there's kind of horny.
Yeah, so this is like the second time that a larger band has stolen like our bleeding edge good taste.
Yeah, exactly. There's horning in on our stuff, man.
So right when Ex Aegis released, right? So everyone who's been on our website sees then Ex Aegis was released in 2023.
Yeah, yep.
3 years ago.
Yeah,
we released.
Hard to believe it's 3 years.
I know.
Wow, that's crazy.
Ex Aegis 1 released 3 years ago, which is what I'm calling it now.
Okay.
Because there will be Ex Aegis 2.
Yep. And 3.
And 3 and 4.
Who knows
yes.
after that, though?
Who knows?
It could be after 3. Yeah.
So Metallica like totally copped our like black and white imagery with like neon blue color palette, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? And no one even remembers what that stupid fucking Metallica song was with the horrible Kirk Hammett like strangling.
Lux Eterna.
And they called it Lux Eterna. Those bastards.
Yeah,
That's like so similar to Ex Aegis.
Fuckers. Yeah.
So now the King Diamond band with a new singer, some dude named Nils,
who's fucking amazing.
He really is. He fronted a band called Pagan's Mind.
Still does, I believe. He's still with Pagan's Mind.
Does he? Who knows?
Which, by the way, I checked them out too. They're fucking cool too. That's a good band.
So Dream Theater.
Yeah, but they're so killer, man. Oh my
I didn't
God.
say that made them not killer.
Yeah,
they're cool.
I'll dig it. I love finding new bands like that. Like they've probably been around for 25 years, but like a new band.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he's a great.
He's fucking great. So
singer.
So the King. So my favorite version of King Diamond's band is back together with a new singer. They're called Lex Legion.
Yes, exactly right.
Which is nothing like Ex Aegis.
I know, fuckers.
And well, you know, so that just means it'd be a great bill.
Yes,
Ex Aegis and Lex Legion. Yeah,
exactly.
fuck yeah, dude.
Syllabically, we're actually right on. We're totally in sympathetic.
I will admit that, like, it is a little gratifying that some of my main inspiration
is the Golden Dragon Palace, whatever it is.
Well, yeah, but the Golden Dragon, like, I mean, you're like when she steams up that mirror. I mean, she's writing like a dollar amount in the foggy mirror, right? So like that's not as fulfilling because it's gonna. Because the rest of the massage is going to cost you more than what you initially spent.
I'm trying.
You know,
yeah,
so I mean, come on, Scott. Everybody knows this.
Yes, of course,
of course.
Dude, the little too close for comfort though. They could have picked a name that wasn't quite in the same exact league. It's like it's almost
in the
exactly
same,
the same.
In the same legion,
exactly
as Ex Aegis. Yeah,
you know, it's like it's not cool. You know
but you know what? This is why you copyright stuff.
That's what we do.
Because we can prove. I mean, it's obvious that we released our idea that we crafted ourselves.
It's technically a different idea, but it's so close.
It's phonetically so similar. It's eerie.
Yeah, it's true. But you know what though? Great minds, right? Great
minds totally.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit gratifying that, you know, like one of my favorite bands of all time, like has a similar taste.
Yes, I mean, and the music, dude. They released a single called "Sleep Eternally." That's sick.
It's
I've been listening
fucking
to it like
sick,
all
dude.
morning. It's so good.
It pulls so many G's.
So heavy, and it's got this great melodicism. The singer is a boss.
It's fucking great.
Playing. I mean, it's just
I haven't been this excited about an album since I discovered Saber Tiger last year.
Yeah.
And went nuts.
Yeah, but this is a different thing because it's like home. It's like a homecoming. You know what I mean? It's like there's
it's like saying welcome home.
Yeah, exactly.
To the Them and Conspiracy band.
Ironically. But it's so good, and
the trading solos are so fucking good. Everything. Mickey D on drums is so good.
So
like everyone has to check it out.
Melodic, and it's got dynamics and killer solos and just unbelievable vocals. I was blown away by the vocalist, man. That guy is unbelievable. You know what I mean?
And you know, like, and he's got the range to like quote like King Diamond to fit it because he knows what fans want.
Yeah. I'm sure he probably is a fan too.
He is totally. But he also has his own voice, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, he's just an exceptional singer.
Yeah, he's a complete singer. He can do it all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's nothing that guy can't do.
Yeah.
And especially judging from the live stuff, like it's legit. Like this guy really can fucking sing.
This is what I thought not when I saw it, I'm like, man, this is freaking amazing. I can't wait for the album. I don't know when the album drops, but like
I hate seeing LTD on the headstock of Andy's guitar. Okay,
it is his own signature model though.
ESP, if you're listening, release an ESP Andy LaRocque's signature model. Just make one available, man.
Isn't ESP only the custom shop now though?
No, there's also E2, which is like which was ESP standard before. But even on
only kind of thing or something like who
yeah, it's
ESP
Japanese,
now?
man.
Is it just Japanese only as ESP and then
so there's ESP USA.
Okay,
they now have a custom shop in SoCal.
They say ESP.
ESP USA.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why I see like Michael Wilton playing ESPs. He's always playing ESPs, right? He's not playing LTDs.
Well, so with the Michael Wilton guitar, there's an LTD model if you don't want to spend so much money, and then there's
same with Lynch. Lynch has got a bunch of LTD models.
Yeah. So you could. So I mean, okay. So ESP, if you're listening, I realize this is marketing, and I know that they can probably build the LTD version in Indonesia for like a lower cost, so you can have the Andy LaRocque signature for like $1,100. But it's got a Floyd Rose 1000 stamped fucking Floyd on it. It's not milled out of one piece of steel like a Floyd should be. Just make an ESP version. All right, ESP. If you and I know I could just buy a Horizon. But I would buy the Andy LaRocque signature model if you made it in an ESP model. Go ahead and charge $4,000. $5,000. I will buy one.
I think, especially with someone like Andy LaRocque, that I would think that would actually sell because the people who are into Andy LaRocque
have money now,
and they're also way into Andy LaRocque, and,
right?
And it's not like they have to make thousands. It's not like they're going to sell thousands and thousands. They'll sell like a few hundred, if that.
Yeah,
you know, and that's fine. Charge $4,000 a piece for a few hundred pieces. You know what I mean, or maybe 100 pieces. You know what I mean, and you'll make your money.
I don't get it. I just feel like it's such a slap in the face to Andy that he has to like use like the lower end nameplate on his signature model.
That being said, though, he still plays that sucker like a boss, like he
of course
would. You know
what ESP stands for?
You've told me this before.
It's Electronic Sound Products.
Yes.
Do you know what LTD stands for?
But
nothing.
Limited.
No, there's just well, I mean, it's clearly not so that plays into the trope in guitardom. If it says it's limited, it's not limited. If it says it's custom, it's not custom.
I mean, sure.
If it says special on it, it's not special.
Logic and reason, sure.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, LTD.
Hey, you will not bring me down, dude. This is a great moment.
Okay, I know. So anyway, I want
kicks ass.
Yeah. You know what I want? I want to see Andy LaRocque back with Caparison. That's what I want, because he was with Caparison in the early 2000s.
They'll hang out.
I
bet they just offered Andy a sweet deal. We'll give you 10 guitars a year or something like that.
I know, but if they're 10 LTD guitars,
I'm sure that his
then
stuff
I don't
is
want
really
them.
good, though. I'm sure he's got his stuff set up perfectly the way he wants. I'm sure there's some stuff.
I know, but there's still
the production models don't. You know what I mean?
I hope he gets better than like a Floyd Rose 1000 bridge. I mean, he deserves. Andy deserves the best. God damn it, Andy LaRocque deserves the best.
Hey, this is where I was going with this though. Like, not only was I blown away with the amazing music, but I was also thinking, man, this is just so, because I was looking at the weathered nature of Hal and
Hal's not looking so good. I think Hal's going to go into cardiac arrest on the first tour.
They just fucking,
if there's a tour,
rock. And I was thinking, the old dudes just know how to rock. Like there's like an instinct to being an older dude and just rocking. I don't see like 18, 20-year-olds have. They don't have that instinct, that rock. It's fucking rock.
It pulls G's, man.
Yeah, they don't have that.
It just pushes you down in your fucking chair.
When I listen to the metalcore bands and the Avenged Sevenfolds of the world, and they're fine. I don't dislike those bands, but then I see this guy from Pagan's Mind, his vocals, and I think, can you imagine if a band like Avenged Sevenfold had a fucking singer, a real fucking singer like this guy?
I agree.
Or Shadows Fall, or Killswitch Engage, or all these other kind of metalcore bands, Lamb of God. They had a real fucking singer, you know what I mean, who could really sing. I keep thinking man, it just shows me how much metal's been cheapened and dumbed down. Over the last, it's still metal, and I still appreciate it on some level. But it's that is what a fucking metal singer should sound like, right?
Yeah, Mills is great, man. It's just, I mean, like the Saber Tiger catalog, it's perfect music.
Yeah.
It's perfect, dude. It's underneath during the interludes in the song, you can hear some acoustic guitar. There's just a lot in it.
Yeah.
But it's all cohesive.
Layers, and it can be hit you in the face with the rocking and the shredding and the amazing vocals.
But there's layers.
And the dynamics. That's I was saying about the King Diamond thing. There's all the dynamics. It'll be rocking, and then it just drops. And then it builds back up again, and there's these crazy solos, and then it rocks, and then it goes back melodically.
Yeah, it goes to show Andy's songwriting. You got to wonder how many of these are ideas that didn't make it onto, I wouldn't say didn't make it onto a King Diamond album, because there hasn't been one.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure it's a mix of that. That was very discouraging. Later, I saw the interview when Lex Legion announced, and then they did another one with Andy later, and he's talking about, well, we have almost 8 songs written, and King's, I assume he's working on stuff, and it's on. What? I thought you guys had this in the bag 3 years ago.
King Diamond's watching Teletubbies with his stupid human child.
His kid's got to be 5, 6 now, right? Something
6 or 7. I don't know. If he's under 10 years old, just leave the kid in the kennel with some wet food and some dry food, and go out and
school and spend your mornings working on music. That's
just leave the kid at school.
Job,
Look, leave the kid at school, and then maybe some other family will take him home, and then you're off the hook.
This is your go-to. That's your thought if I get out of it.
Yeah, well, I really believe in abandonment as a solution for children.
Where I'm going with that, though, is I have a feeling with Andy, he just wants to not have to wait around, and whatever King gets to it, he'll get to it. That kind of thing. I think he wants.
Yeah, I'm glad he's not waiting
just
around.
Create music, and he wants to just go ahead and I can go do it with some other people who want to do it too. And
he has his own studio, Sonic Train Studios.
I'm sure he works with other artists too. And
he does.
He's got all these.
It's all over Facebook.
So he doesn't have to wait around for what King decides he's going to do something. He can just go do it himself. You know what I mean? And I'm sure that when they play live, they'll probably do some King Diamond stuff. Of course they will. It's 3/4 of the band. They're going to do some King Diamond stuff when they play live.
I really hope this means. I hope this doesn't mean that we're not going to get another King Diamond tour. And I hope King Diamond's okay, because remember he had that open heart surgery a decade ago. Yeah. Well, one open heart surgery, you never know. I don't know.
Well, he's probably got one of those deals where the third one's free, so he's probably working on the second one.
Yeah, he's getting his card punched.
He's got his little ice cream card.
That's hilarious.
No, I don't know, man. I think sometimes you just kind of. It's not that he's not great and he doesn't have inspiration, but sometimes there's other things that take precedence. And I think that might be what it is.
Nothing else should take precedence.
Well, he's not 25 though anymore, too. And at one point, his whole identity was being King Diamond. Now I'm sure his identity is multifaceted.
It should continue being King Diamond.
I know it's not not though.
Just I don't know.
And I think that's why
so,
Andy's like, dude, I'm 60 something years old now. I'm gonna go out and make some more.
Could he could he put the kid to work as like part of the road crew or something like that?
I'm sure it will happen. He'll probably become the manager at some point. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, but no, that's not good.
I don't know. God, just what do you do when you get saddled with a human child? Fuck.
Well,
what is he?
Become a parent, and he's doing the right thing. He's being a good parent.
No, man.
But it's not
could
either or.
Could he hire someone to play the kid's dad?
Most people.
He could hire an actor to play him and then go out on tour and just let the actor like deal with the human child.
Well, cloning.
See,
the cloning.
there you go. I solved the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? There's like when I was a kid, my parents threatened me with boarding school all the time. Just send the kid to a boarding school and you're off the hook. Like you just have to show up like what? Like for graduation or something?
My kids didn't go to boarding school.
King Diamond could buy himself at least 4 years if he would just put the kid in boarding school. I'll bet. That sounds like a good solution.
I wonder actually how well off King Diamond is. I mean, I know the tours do well, but it's like I wonder, like he's never had like a massive radio hit. You know, obviously he's got like in the underground it's there, but I mean like the people like David Coverdale, have the money because they have like six.
Well, he had all the MTV.
He had six big giant hit songs, and that back in the day when you can make a shit ton of money off that, and he's been touring the world at a high level for 45 years.
I mean, King Diamond must have sold plenty of merch over the years.
Yeah,
I mean, I know I don't buy merch from any other band
though that he's getting from someplace. I mean, I'm sure he's getting decent streaming numbers every month, but it's not going to.
I don't know. I mean, shouldn't he be on like Lucifer's payroll? So shouldn't like Satan himself? And I know Lucifer and Satan are two different.
I guess the thing I'm trying to think of is like is he so well off that he can just afford to just get to when he gets to it? It's not a big deal, or is he like one of these guys who needs the money? So he probably needs to get snap. Let's get out and this we can go tour.
It'd be great if like during the 80s, if he were actually on the payroll of like the Southern Baptist Convention to like scare parents to get their kids back in church and like start tithing and stuff. Like conspiracy,
goes all the way to the top.
Or like if King Diamond was on the payroll of the Catholic Church to like scare people into going back to church.
They made that Tom Hanks movie about that, right? That's the
which one was? Oh, is that? Wait, are you talking about the Da Vinci Code?
Yeah. Wasn't that like that? Maybe if you dig down deep, it's probably there's beyond the thing with like the albino priest. I'm sure there's like some King Diamond in there somewhere. You know?
Man, I'll tell you what, dude. Like this is a topic for another day, but the Da Vinci Code, like you can make an argument that it fucking ruined the country.
What?
Yeah, like all the
mediocre Tom Hanks movie ruined the country
because it got people all fired up about conspiracy theories and adopting conspiracy theory. Now people are all believing in fucking chemtrails and like all the vax nonsense.
Well, there's no accounting for stupid though. You know what I mean? There's people.
Well, right, but I mean, I think
a lot of people lack critical thinking skills.
Well, and those people went and saw the Da Vinci Code, which was a bad movie. It was not a good movie. It was not good as a piece of art. It was garbage.
I know of it. I never watched it.
I just remember lots of plot exposition and like in the dialogue. I mean, it was a movie for stupid fucking people.
It's trying to explain. Hi, you look at me. I know I look like Tom Hanks, but I'm actually playing this character.
No, but it's like oh, the stone tablet here is really a map to the Louvre. Let's go to the Louvre and look there.
Oh, it's almost like a video game, sort of like.
Yeah, it was just. I mean, like that's what it sounded like. George Lucas wrote the dialogue. It was that bad.
Well, I guess I'm trying to think of the King Diamond.
So how does King Diamond make a living? By being awesome?
I know, but like, do you think he's got enough cash where he can afford to not tour for 5 years and it makes no difference to him? I have a hard time.
Does he have enough cash to like suffer from having a human child? I don't know.
Believing he's like living that kind of large.
Well,
life.
let's hope he goes out there and. I need one more King Diamond tour. I need one more.
Yeah, I mean, I love King Diamond too, man. I really want that too. I want the new record. I want the new,
and that's how it's going to have to happen. Like the new record's going to have to come out, and then a U.S. tour.
Yeah. Either that, or they'll just keep touring, and they'll put like one new song out every time they tour. And eventually, like in 15 years, we'll have like a whole album.
Right.
It's like it's gonna be like, okay, guys, you have to wait for this.
Dude, talk about a lot of work, but I wonder if you could make those economics work out. I don't know.
Well, in the meantime, we have Lex Legion, which is pretty.
Yes, I'm so fucking stoked.
It makes me just so happy that there's that kind of metal in the world. You know what I mean? It's just so cool. It's so good. It's such high level, everything. It's like, I was telling someone this the other day, like, but when I was a kid, like the metal and the rock that we had, you didn't have to give up anything. You got everything. Mm-hmm. You had like killer songs, killer hooks. It was heavy. It rocked. It had great playing, killer vocals. Everything you did, every single aspect of it was really killer. Like you didn't have to like, well, the songs are really great, but it's not great playing, or this is produced pretty good, but the songs are mediocre, or it's got killer guitar playing, but there's no hooks, or it's got a bunch of hooks and no guitar play. You got all of it. That was like standard back in the day. You know what I mean? And
yeah, nothing about Lex Legion sucks.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all killer high level stuff. And I think this is this is what we should be aiming for, people. Like, what are we doing? You know, what I mean?
It can be done.
When you put the prompt into the AI to give you the song to cover,
dude,
to make sure you put that.
God, don't even, man. Let's not even. You know what? Lex Legion made me forget about that.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I had not been thinking about the garbage of AI music slop.
Oh my God! But the people are using that as a songwriting "quote unquote" tool, which is
I mean, look,
horrifying.
if you're just like doing goofy stuff like I farted and it was liquid,
Yeah.
I mean that's an AI hit right there, but not if you're being serious.
Yes, not if you're trying to write actual music or make real art. That's not how you do it. You know what I mean? I think it's just an extension of how people are using, like, you know, AI to write their papers for their emails for them, to respond to, you know.
That's different because, like,
they see it as a similar thing, though.
Yeah.
See it as the same sort of thing. It's not.
I use it to polish business correspondence, but that's not art.
No. That's not.
That's business correspondence. That's communication.
I think the quote unquote artists who are using it in that capacity see it in a similar fashion.
They're not. So those are not artists. They're pornographers.
Oh my God, that's a very heavy kind of way of putting it. I agree with you, but I would agree it's not art, and it's
content.
It's definitely not your art.
Right.
If you're doing that, you know what I mean? It's, you know, art.
So think about that. If you're generating music via AI, you're a pornographer.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a pornographer. You just make sure to own it.
Hey man,
right?
entire industry's been built on that. Are you kidding?
I know. Again, I just make sure.
Shout out to you, Louis Shortstuds.
Yes, right. Yes, Luis de Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just own it, right?
Yeah.
Like don't get to call yourself an artist. Just say I'm like the Larry Flint of music.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Maybe slightly less talented or charismatic. You know?
Well, yeah, I mean, at least Larry Flint went out there and made it happen in a wheelchair. Right.
Hey, Woody Harrelson played him in the movie, man. So it's all good.
You know, there you go. So yeah,
you do a lot worse. You know?
So Lex Legion, it's actual art made by human beings that sounds fucking awesome.
Oh, it does. If you're a fan of metal or classic metal or King Diamond or
just humanity,
or just a fan of anything that's good and holy and wonderful, you know what I mean?
Or unholy,
yes, exactly.
Come on. Bruh.
Sure. I mean, whatever your holiness is. Holy means different.
I'm wearing my Not Today Jesus hoodie.
That is
today
true.
for
Ryan
this
is
podcast.
rocking the Not Today Jesus with the goat and the pentagram on it,
with a little rainbow, and
Yep.
there's he's a little goat with like the rainbow goatee.
exactly.
And he's got rainbow horns.
The thing I think is interesting, I would love to see the look on people's faces when you're walking around in public with that. Like,
That's
is
the
it
best.
is there a lot of woohoo, yeah, way to go, man, or is it more like people looking at you like they're confused? They don't.
I do wear this grocery shopping from time to time. Although it's up until today, like we've had all this like shitty like warm weather.
Yeah, that's true.
Which has been a problem.
Yeah.
But today it's all overcast, so I don't know. Maybe I'll make a trip over to Whole Foods.
Legion brought it all in. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, you know what? At Whole Foods, like everyone's probably pretty simpatico.
Yeah. You have to go to someplace like Walmart, like at Walmart, like 1 in the afternoon or something like that.
Except, well, but yeah,
or Sunday, like a Sunday afternoon at Walmart.
Yeah, but if I go to Walmart, I don't think like the levels of literacy are sufficient for people to be able to read my shirt. You know?
Whoa, that's a cute goat. I like that rainbow goat that you got there. That's
I love the rainbow goat. What's that say?
Well, I've never finished the look learning or nothing. Oh my God, he's got like a cloud he's sitting on too.
He's like sitting on a cloud.
So he's actually pretty adorable for a satanic goat.
He's like a little cute Baphomet.
Yeah, exactly.
He is. That's what he is. That's right. So if you've seen the Satanic Temple's replacement statue for the Ten Commandments, he's in that pose. It's the classic Baphomet, but he's super cute.
Oh, he's adorable. He's a cute little boy. You're a good little boy. Look at you, the little satanic pentagram on your forehead.
Corn rubs. That's good.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
So anyway, I could not be more psyced, man. It's so
Dude, me
killer.
neither. I'm so stoked. And I mean, look, it's probably just a project band. They probably won't tour or anything, but fuck, man.
I bet they will. They'll probably tour Europe. I mean,
I already shout out to my good buddy Armando at his lesson. I told him straight up, as I will tell you, like if they come within a 500-mile radius, I'm buying tickets.
Dude,
I'm going.
I will find out a way to make that happen too.
If they're playing down in LA, I will drive down to LA. I'll take time off. I will do whatever. Like this is one of, so a lot of my friends and students like ask me to go to gigs and stuff, right? And I mean, man, I've been to a lot in my life, and now I'm old.
Yeah.
So it's got to be like so I mean, I turned down a lot of that just because again, I'm fucking old. Oh, I saw the best bumper sticker the other day.
But you know what though, like we said before, old guys are the only ones who know how to fucking rock.
Right.
There you go. Sorry, go ahead.
So I saw this. So I'm not generally a bumper sticker fan, but this one got me. It said it was on like a little like Nissan Sentra. It said, "My other ride is a decaying body of flesh and bone. And I thought, oh, that's fucking great.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
Perfect.
Sunny side up for that person. My God.
I was like, yeah, I get that, right? So, so I turned, so going to go see a live show has to be a fuck yeah or no proposition.
Yeah.
So like I'll turn down going to see most live. Like I never get to Aftershock because there's just not enough
there's
meat on the bone.
There,
I've seen just about all the bands I really want to see in my. So and as everyone
most of the
knows,
bands there are not bands you want to see either. They're like pretty terrible bands.
Yeah, well, yeah, you'd have to like eat through a lot of like shitty cookie to get to the creamy center. A lot.
And there's only like maybe one or two little morsels of something decent in the
maybe
thing, you know what I mean?
Right?
So.
But
it's a lot of 90s nostalgia, man. The Aftershock is like 90s and 2000s nostalgic.
It's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. We lived through that. We got through it. We don't need to go back.
No, I agree completely.
You know what I mean?
But anyway, so everyone knows that King Diamond. I get up for King. Dude, I'll fly my buddy Jay out from Iowa. We do it every time.
Yeah,
every single time for the rest of my life. So that's one reason King Diamond needs to go play. But this is also one of those. Okay, so if Lex Legion plays anywhere in the Western United States, fuck, if they play in the United States at all, anywhere, if they play in New York, I'm going to New York. I just, wherever it is, I'm gonna make it fucking happen.
I hope so. I mean, I know that they'll definitely have an easy path in Europe for sure. There's no doubt because all those guys are in Europe anyway.
Yeah, just make it to mainland United States, guys. Just make it to the mainland United States.
Scenario, like get us a good quality Blu-ray or something like that of like a really real well pro shot concert video or something like that. If you can't come to the States, you know what I mean? Do something like that. Like
dude, I would actually like the only time I would ask for like industry favors from industry friends would be if it were this gig.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or like, dude, just man, get me a pass. Just like make an introduction. I just want to say hi to Andy.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Like it'll be cool. Like not fanboy. I just I want to be at the gig. I just So this there's only a handful. I still need to go see Loudness if they ever actually.
Oh
make
man,
it.
Scott Allen Project's been on the same. Was supposed to open for Loudness like 3 different times.
Right, but they always get something. Always happens that thwarts.
There's a visa issues every single time. I swear. I would love it because I remember like the booking agent's like, dude, what do you think about Loudness? I'm like, dude, Akira Takasaki, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I would love to be a part of that gig. You know what I mean? And
the other ultimate experience would be like us hopping on a plane, going to Japan to see Saber Tiger.
That would be cool. Oh my god, I almost opened for Warrant at the Viper Room too. I remember I got out for that gig.
That would have been fun. You go play at the spot where River Phoenix overdosed.
No, but like I thought about it for a second. Like Warrant. I like Warrant, but
yeah,
like,
dude, Joey Allen's a friend of mine.
That being said, like
he's a good dude.
What Scott Allen Project does is not
he's
what Warrant
does.
He's a good
player.
Though, I was just
you should have taken it.
Last time we did the show in LA, we played with Jet Boy, but before that, it was Planet X, and Planet X was like it's obviously prog metal. It was like us, it was perfect. It was Shrinian and Tony McAlpine and Virgil Donati and stuff. So I don't know. I thought about it, and I thought, but
dude, Warrant would have been a good. They've got a loyal fan base. You would have played in front of a lot of people.
I don't know if we would have gone over though, because like what we're doing is so musician oriented, and what Warrant does is like there's
but your music rocks enough.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I know. Maybe I should.
You could have tailored the set list.
Maybe I shouldn't have turned it down.
Well, you know what? Ex Aegis is just going to have to go do a gig with
I was thinking the same thing.
Warrant,
As soon as I saw that if Lex Legion's come in and they need support acts in the West Coast, man.
We'll have to whip that shit together fast. But you know what? And last but not least, man, like it's been a tough year. And this inspires me to really get back to work on Ex Aegis too, man. I feel like I can feel the like fire starting to burn again.
So good, man. The fire.
I appreciate your patience with our creative collaboration.
The fire of rock, dude. Absolutely.
As we've got we've got Spotlight series gearing up again at Skips Music. Yeah. So hey, if you've got kids that want to play in a band, they need to sign up. And then we've got Stairway to Stardom coming back over the summer. So that's a lot. That's cool. Yeah. So it's like some extra workload, but like it's positive, inspiring like workload.
Yeah.
Just having Lex Legion, I don't know, man. I'm starting to feel the inspiration.
It's so hard not to when you're hearing something that's that killer.
So so there's some steps to take. So I have to become the songwriting partner you deserve again.
Well, that's okay. It's my job to work on the lyrics too. So I've been so this, so you guys know, we've got about 12, 13 songs demoed at this point, and then
a lot.
And then we got lyrics done to about 5 of them.
That's right.
I'm trying to sound like King Diamond and Andy Lowe.
No, I know.
Like five lyrics done by 5 of those guys.
But now the pressure's on. We can't have Lex Legion out there with like their premiere album. We can't have the same amount of albums as Lex Legion. Yes. We have to have more.
Exactly right.
And then get out there and let's. It makes me want to go play a show, man.
Ex Aegis 2 is going to rock in ways that X Aegis 1 did not rock, but also in complementary ways to X Aegis 1 too. So it's going to be incredible. So that's why I really think when I look back now at X Aegis 1, as much as I love everything we did, it really does feel like an interesting collaboration between yours and my style of both songwriting and soloing. It's like a nice kind of blend of those two things. I feel like over the time that we've been playing together, that like our styles are have gotten more complementary. If that
absolutely, dude. Like we're definitely our own like Andy LaRocque and Pete Black.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. So
dude.
Very cool. So anyway, guys, that's just this is a quick heads up of what's going on with the next X Aegis record.
Yes,
which you guys you're gonna dig it. I promise you.
I'll tell you,
we won't put it out unless we think it's sick ass.
Like I always love it when like Misty hears something that we played and then she mistakes like me for you and you for me, because it means that our styles are like sort of like again complementing.
Well, we have
like quoting each other.
We have a lot of similar influences. You know what I mean? That is correct. Sense, you know what I mean? I always tell people like you can tell Ryan's playing is there's harmony parts. If there's a harmony part in the solo, then it's Ryan playing the solo.
I love harmony guitar.
Yeah, for me, it's gonna be a little more whammy bar and a little bit more tapping, and never any harmony parts on my stuff because I improvise all my solos.
There you go.
So that's the way you can tell the difference. You know what I mean? So improvise, yes, but it's not like I just did one take and call it a day. I'll just sit and play until something cool happens. You know what I mean?
And so this is what we mean though by like we're trying to make music where there's just so like you don't have to just have one thing and then not have the other. Like you get both.
Exactly. Like all the music we grew up with was like that.
Like you get all of it.
Yeah, you can have all killer songs and it rocks and it's got cool dynamics and melodies and hooks and great guitar solos. It's
fun things to listen to.
Everything you point to anything in the song and it's killer.
There's not a thing like the vocals are fucking great.
Yeah, right? exactly. That's what.
Dude, even the bass is good.
That's why I think I'm so like
the drums are great.
I'm so bummed like when there's bands that have like elements that are great. And then there's like something that just falls down. Like the lead guitar player is not like great guitar player.
Yeah.
Or the singer is just not very good. Or the singer is just a screaming guy who's got no other gear. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. It's like, God, like just I want you to aim higher.
Right. Well, so you know what? So the path is clear, and our mandate is set. So
between Lex Legion and X Aegis 2, the world shall be saved.
And Saber Tiger in Japan.
Yes, there's a few other killer bands too.
There's a lot.
I'm gonna go do a deep what am I trying to say? Deep dive on Pagan's Mind because I like what I've heard.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to.
That band's really good.
Yeah. We'll have to include that on the next episode.
Yep, exactly. Maybe we should start doing a new bands to keep your eyes out for. Lex Legion is definitely the top.
Well, this is definitely right there. Absolutely, dude. So, they rule over all other new bands.
You little guys, little youngins out there. Just so you know, like only the old people know how to rock. That's the only ones. Like I don't see too many youngins who rock. There's a couple. No, there's that one band we saw. The hell's the name of the band? They're like a Korean band or something. Maybe they're from Thailand or something like that.
You're talking about Hardboy?
Yeah, Hardboy.
Hardboy fucking rocks. Absolutely.
I take that back. Maybe there are some young people.
They know how to rock in Thailand.
I guess it's no American young people know.
Okay, so there's a Welsh artist. Her name is Ches Kane.
Okay,
I know I've mentioned her before. She just released another album, and like her music sounds like it's kind of like Vixen style, like rock and metal. It's she's a very, very good vocalist.
I dig that a lot. I love a lot of rock.
So check out Ches Kane. She's from Wales, and she wails.
Let's keep her powder dry. We'll come back. We'll do some research in the future.
And
podcast.
so we shall. So in the meantime, everybody, go listen to Them Conspiracy and check out the new Lex Legion album, and then listen to X Aegis.
Yes, as I was going to say, for more information on X Aegis, you can check us out our website at xaegisband.com.
That's www.exaegisband.com.
Though to find links to our social media, please make sure to follow us on social media so you can get updates on all the things happening with X Aegis and with the Rock Guitar Competition podcast. So you'll keep up to with what we're doing. We're just busy dudes, man. Lots going on. You know what I mean? So thank you guys so much for listening. We'll catch you next week.
Peace.